The FA Cup truly is magic. What a game of football we have just seen between Manchester United and Coventry. But I'm sorry, we have just witnessed an absolute robbery of the highest level. Manchester United have just stole, shit-housed their way through to an FA Cup final. Make sure you go down. Make sure you drop a like on the video. 3-3, United win 4-2 on penalties. And football is an extremely cruel game at times. It's an extremely cruel sport. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're getting close to 4K subs. Big up to everyone down below. Genuinely, this game had absolutely everything. We've witnessed one of the greatest comebacks in FA Cup history, VAR moments, a penalty shootout, right? This, honestly, drama, bottling. This game had absolutely everything. The FA Cup simply does not disappoint. It gives these clubs, an opportunity to go and win silverware. And it's been stolen. Man United go 1-0 up. Scott McTominay, once again, whenever Eric Ten Hag needs a goal, this man simply delivers. He delivers. He just delivers. I don't know what, I don't know how, but he just delivers for Man United. His output for Man United this season has been very good, considering the guy is, let's be honest, not that great. They make it 2-0, Harry Maguire. And at that point, I'm like, right, the game's done. Man United are done. 1 foot in the final. And I genuinely thought Manchester United would probably go and get a third and a fourth. And I thought at half-time, that has got to take the stuffing out of you. That has got to kick the stuffing out of you. You go in 2-0 down up against one of the biggest clubs in world football. And Manchester United in the first half probably deserved their 2-goal lead. Harry Maguire delivering on the big stage for Man United, as well as McTominay. And then Bruno Fernandes, who's normally there for the big occasion for Manchester United, makes it 3-0. And you're like, right, 57 minutes, 58 minutes, you're 3-0 up, in complete cruise control, And then Eric Ten Hag, what he does for his substitutions. He takes off Kobe Mainoo and takes off Garnacho, two of your brightest and best talents on the pitch. He takes them off. And then we saw, in my opinion, I know Coventry didn't win this game, but in my opinion, we saw the greatest comeback in FA Cup history. 70 minutes on the clock. You've got 20 minutes to get through, Man United. 20 minutes before you are in the FA Cup final. And then it happened. And then it happened. Ellis Sims delivers a big goal on the 71st minute for Coventry. And you're like, right, okay, there's still 20 minutes to go, Man United. See this out. You're up against championship opposition. You're supposed to be one of the biggest clubs in world football. See this out. 8 minutes later, Coventry get a second. Callum O'Hare. Wicked deflection beats Onana. But in this sort of game, you take your luck. And you're like, right, 10 minutes to go, United. Just see this out. Just see this flipping game out, right? And then in the very, very, very last minute, at the absolute death, the game, right, was over. No, it wasn't. Man United give away a penalty, and big man Haji Wright. Haji flipping Wright delivers the biggest penalty he will probably score in his career. He delivered. In the 95th minute, Haji Wright scores the penalty, takes it through to extra time between Manchester United and Coventry. I have never in my life seen a team 3-0 up in an FA Cup semi-final against championship opposition and throw away not a 1-goal lead, not a 2-goal lead, but a 3-goal lead. Eric Ten Hag, that Max Branning, bald fraud. How he's still in a Man United. I'm not even a Man United fan, and I'm fuming just thinking about it. He is genuinely an absolute fraud. An absolute fraud. Like, I have never, honestly, in my life, seen anything like it. Right? 3-3. You're going into extra time. The first half, Man United did absolutely nothing. That Bruno Fernandes could have been played into the. I think it was Ericsson. Was it Ericsson or was it Højlund? No, it might have been. It might have been Diallo. I think Diallo was going to play Bruno Fernandes through. For some reason, he didn't find the pass. Nothing really happened in the first half. In the second half, at the death, 117th minute, Coventry have a strike, rebounded off the crossbar. It beats Onana. Big man had you right, twists and turns, hits off the crossbar. And then it goes out. And then I'm thinking, right, please, Coventry, get a goal. And then what we witness after this, in my opinion, is just the only word for it is horrendous, diabolical officiating. It's absolutely disgusting. In the final seconds of the game, Robin's side take the lead. In the 121st minute, Coventry make it 4-3. Sims is waiting at the back post, fired it along the ground. Torp arrives in the middle and pokes it in the back of the net. And Coventry go 4-3 up. And you're thinking, this is absolutely insane. 3-0 down with 20 minutes to go. They've brought it back to 3-3. They've won it in the 121st minute of extra time. And then they give it offside. In my opinion, if the call is too close, if it's millimeters, you got to play it. You can't rule that out. That, for me, is just absolute insanity. It's mind-blowing how Coventry didn't get that goal. When they bring up the lines in the FA Cup, it's literally like that. I don't know if I'm probably doing a horrendous. It's like that. It's when it's that sort of decision, in my opinion, you just play. The goal gets ruled out. You go to a penalty shootout. The first penalty, upsteps Casemiro with one of the most horrendous penalties I've ever seen in my life. Right? Straight down the keeper. We saw a similar thing from Bernardo Silva midweek. Upsticks Hadji right. Big man Hadji right makes it 1-0 Coventry. Dallo then scores. Torp then scores 2-1 Coventry. O'Hare then missed for Coventry. Ericsson scored. Ben Sheaf misses. Bruno Fernandes scores like he always does. And then Rasmus Højlund makes it 4-2 to Manchester United. And Erik ten Hag is in his third final in his career with Manchester United. And once again, you wait 140 years to see a Manchester derby in the FA Cup final. And then you get two in a year, in the space of a year. Manchester City will play Manchester United in the FA Cup. And I can't feel hard done by for Chelsea and Coventry because both teams have been hard done by there. Chelsea should have had a penalty and probably Kyle Walker should have been sent off. And Coventry have literally had the 121st minute winner ripped out of their hands. Like, in my life, I've never, ever seen anything like that game. 3-0 down, 3-3, and then Man United win on penalties. Like, Erik ten Hag, one of the worst Man United managers I've ever seen in my life. In-game management, poor. Substitutions, poor. Man United concede 18 shots against Coventry. I don't care if you play 120 minutes. The level of shots they concede, you look at the Bournemouth game last week, they conceded 20 shots. In the 3 games they played against Liverpool, they conceded nearly 90 shots. They're breaking record after record, but somehow, some way, they have shithoused their way to an FA Cup final. And they won the League Cup last year. They got through to the FA Cup final last year. But that, for me, Man United should never have ever gone through that game. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. But for me, that is... I'm sorry. But if that's a penalty, then what on earth are we doing? Like, I can't feel hard done by for Coventry. A fantastic effort. Hopefully they make the playoffs. For Man United, though, it's about going again midweek in the Premier League. I'm assuming they'll probably be high spirits up against Sheffield United and Burnley, winnable games. They're through to a cup final somehow, some way. The worst Man United team we have seen in probably close to 10 years in terms of performances, you know. But Ten Hag has got himself to blame. Tactically naive, horrendous in-game management, poor substitutions. How you taking off Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho there is beyond me. But at the end of the day, football is a very, very cruel sport. And Manchester United, by hook or crook, are in the final. They will play Manchester City. I hope City batter them. You know, I feel it's just it is what it is. If Man United win the FA Cup, that means in 2 years, Ten Hag has won both domestic trophies, and the guy I mean, can you call him a bad manager if he wins both cups? I don't know, but you can't feel hard done by for Coventry today. Great effort, 3-0 down, 20 minutes to play. They bring it back to 3-3, and then they get it absolutely stolen from them, and then they lose on a penalty shootout, which is the worst way to lose. Considering you've just played 120 minutes and you lose on penalties in a game that you should have won. But yeah, football's a cruel sport. It is what it is. I'll see you in the next one.